Welcome to House Whisperers, and I'm Fionnuala, and today we're going to be using the Labyrinth Wisdom cards by Fionnuala Christie. He's an artist, designer, author, and he's created these beautiful cards in which we're going to do the reading. They're available on our website www.housewhisperers.ie, and there's also a booklet on how to do readings, different spreads, and also images and one page on each of the cards. So they're really simple to use and a beautiful addition to anyone who's already working with cards or who'd like to start. So today we're going to look at relationships. So what is it that we need to know about relationships, or what information are the cards going to give us today around relationships? So I'm simply going to begin by shuffling the cards, bringing the energy into the cards, thinking about relationships, asking for some guidance on relationships, and thinking of everybody who's watching the video so that your energy is coming into the cards as well, and that you're going to be getting some answers from the cards. So I'm going to spread the cards out, and we're going to do a 4-card reading. So we're going to ask for a card that represents the past and relationships. And we're going to ask for a card that represents the present in relationships. This one seems to want to come out. And we're going to ask for a card that represents the future. Go. And we're going to ask for a card that's a surprise. So some information that we haven't been seeing or thinking about, or that we could do with getting some extra information on. So we'll just put the cards to the side. So we're going to start with the card from the past. Oh, wow. So angels, look at that. So angels are all around us. So are you interacting with your angels? And also, our angels come with us from before we were born. They agreed to come down onto the planet with us to help us. So you have your guardian angel, and you may have other angels who pop in and out from time to time to help you with different things. So the card is saying that your angels, maybe you remember them from childhood, maybe you have an idea of what they're all about. So the angels have been with you in the past, guiding you. And also that if you ever remember having something like an idea or deja vu or something, it's the angels giving you information. So just to remember that as you go forward in life, your angels are always with you. They never leave. So you can ask for guidance and seek guidance from your angels, because your angels have access to the higher consciousness. So they often try to whisper in your ear and let you know what the next step is or what would be nice for you to do. So we're going to look at the card that's representing the present in relationship, and woo, it's pleasure. What a nice one to get. So in relationships, what are you doing in your relationship right now if you're in a relationship? So are you maybe doing things that you can share together? Are you maybe making a nice dinner? It doesn't have to be expensive. Maybe you can just put candles on the table once a week so that you get to enjoy the relationship that you're in. And if you're not in a relationship at the moment, are you going out to meet people? Are you taking the time to enjoy the pleasures of life so that you can bring somebody else in who's going to enjoy that with you? So are you making space for somebody in your life? And if you are, what kind of space? Do you buy yourself flowers? Do you get something nice for yourself? Do you dress up and go out so that you feel good, and then you're attracting that feel good energy? So pleasure. So what gives you pleasure? The caution is to be careful that if you're going out, that you're careful, you're wise, and you're looking after yourself. So it's always important to keep a nice balance with our pleasure, but not to be just working all the time. Are you taking time to go to the spa, to have an evening meal out? What is it that's working in your life that's pleasurable? And if there isn't much of that, it would be saying to increase it. So we're going to look at the future card. So plants. So this is about plants, about trees. Now, because we asked about relationships, this is saying that it's going to be really fruitful. So our relationships in the future are going to be very fruitful. You can see all the leaves on the tree here, all the fruit, and it represents abundance in what you're looking for. So it's time to plant now so as that this tree and this abundance is growing in the future. So you've got to start planting. So taking the idea from the pleasure card, what are you doing to plant the abundance? What are you doing to plant the joy in your life? Maybe planning some time to go on a little trip, planning to go out with friends where you can meet somebody, or planning to go out with your loved one that's already in a relationship with you, so as that you're feeding that relationship and nurturing it in a very healthy way. And what about family? Do you need to meet up with family? Do you want to have a get-together? Would you like to plan it or get together with somebody who will plan it? So very much socializing and planting what you want to bring into fruition. So our surprise card is yourself. So it says redefine your personal boundaries. So your boundaries are very, very important, but they are constantly changing. So when you were a child, you had certain boundaries. So your parents defined those boundaries for you, teachers, etc. But now you have to define your own boundaries. So are your boundaries ready to change? Do you need to do things a little bit different? What is it that you need to put in place to make yourself feel safe? When you go out, do you pick people to go out with that make you feel safe? Do you pick safe places to go? So what is it about your boundaries? Or perhaps you'll be moving soon, because that can also be a card for your boundaries. So if you're thinking about moving, perhaps your boundaries are about to move. So in relationships, it's when you look after yourself first, then other people get attracted to that. So what are you doing that is going to attract somebody who you would like to attract? So what do you want in that other person? Do you want them to be a nice person? Are you being a nice person? Would you like them to like the things that you do? So are you enjoying that? Are you enjoying music? If you like music, play your music that you like. Maybe somebody else will hear that music, or just get attracted to your vibration because they like similar music. So what is it about it that is going to help you create the space that you would like to create relationships and to improve your relationship? So just looking back, your angels are always with you and guiding you. Enjoy the pleasures of life. Plant something now because it's going to grow in the future, and defining your personal boundaries. So thank you for listening, and these cards are available on our website www.housewhisperers.ie. See you soon.